Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the November 2nd, 2023 Police and Public Safety Committee meeting. I'm going to start by taking attendance. I have Councilmember Brennan, Supervisor Puccioni is here. She stepped out for a minute. Myself, Town Attorney Finnan, Comptroller Greenwood, Seth Goldstein, Janet Nguyen, Gene Fody. Yes. Okay. First order of business is I need a motion to accept the October 5th, 2023 minutes. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second? Those in favor? Any opposed? Aye. Okay. It passes. Operationally, we're still working on the towing bid for 2024. That's an ongoing thing. Just a reminder, again, we spoke about it at the last Police and Public Safety Committee meeting. Overnight parking enforcement for our residents from November 1st to April 1st, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. There is no parking on town roads. Our officers on the overnight shift are putting up reminders. We do a little bit of a grace period for the first 2 weeks generally to try to get people transitioned back into the notion of not parking on the streets. But that enforcement component is going to be coming soon. So please don't park on the roads between 3 and 6 a.m. And it's important for a number of reasons, including being able to clear the roads. The highway department does a really good job of coming out for snowstorms. We need those vehicles out of the way so we can clear our roads during snowstorms. So thank you for that. Fleet equipment, our NPD 606 is completed and 605 is now currently being upfitted. That's an ongoing thing. We had a resolution at the last meeting, NPD 611, that's the Dodge Durango, that's been ordered. We're waiting for delivery and then we'll begin upfitting on that. We recently placed a purchase to our vendor for the helmets that were budgeted for 2023. So all of our officers will have helmets for their protection, safety equipment. We also recently purchased the Black Cat 2 radar recorder. I have to thank Detective Munger. He did a ton of research on this. The company's been great to work with. This is a radar recorder on steroids for us. It is something that is a newer technology from the sort of antiquated technology that we've been using to conduct analysis. In fact, we were able to test it on Route 7, which none of our current equipment works on because it's such a wide expanse of a road. And it was able to not only work effectively and efficiently to pull data off of Route 7, but also it can even tell you the size of the vehicle driving. So you can kind of tease out commercial vehicles versus regular vehicles and things of that nature. And it has all sorts of really high-tech stuff that we're excited to be able to utilize to do more analysis on our roads moving forward. Under building, the fencing and wall around the rear, that's ongoing. I do have to say the sidewalks look excellent. Again, thank you so much to the Highway Department and Superintendent Reese Smith for getting that done. I put this under building safety. Myself, Janet Nguyen, and Comptroller Greenwood recently met. This is sort of an ongoing conversation we've been having about the need to transition some of the door and entryways to being closed potentially, or being half doors to limit folks from being able to wander throughout the building without control mechanisms in place. And also we were talking about different components of training that we want to try to work with town employees on, such as de-escalation training and things of that nature. We are in a different world. Tensions sometimes can be high, and I think we need to just sort of make some minor tweaks and adjustments to help facilitate those things. Did you want to add anything to that there?
No, we actually had our Comp Alliance rep from Workers' Comp here this week earlier, and he was talking about a lot of the training that they have. We were talking again specifically about this. They do the workplace violence training that we already get from them, but I had asked if he could look into whether they might have some useful de-escalation training that they could bring to us. And he went out. Said he'd get back to me once he had a chance to go in and see what they had as options. So hopefully they'll have something that we can use for that as well.
Sure. Jen, did you want to?
No, I just wanted to bring to people's attention as this is, coming in light of incidents that we've had.
Sure.
And, I feel like addressing it is very, very important. Very important.
And I think it's only going to make on-hall employees feel safer and better to navigate. So like I said, tensions can be high with some of the public we deal with. And we're going to do our best to get people trained and get some provisions in place to get them feeling more confident in those situations. Training, our department is currently completing a training unit on anti-bias training for law enforcement through our Police One Academy platform. Recruit O'Brien continues at Zone 5 Academy. He has successfully completed EVOC training today, which is our emergency vehicle operation. He certified in that. He's certified at the range. What was the other? PT and DT. So he's checked all the big boxes. He's going to be coming back to us to do some in-service training here coming up in the next month or so. So everything's progressing nicely with Matt. Officer Thomasone has successfully completed his in-service FTO training in our department, and he's currently assigned to the B-line shift. Nothing but positive feedback about Michael, and we're happy he's here, and say hi to him when he's out in the community because he's got to meet a lot of new faces. So, Detective Munger completed the Schenectady County Sheriff's Office drone training for a countywide drone team resource. The county has been talking about this for a while. They had some grant monies to buy drones. Detective Munger already had his drone pilot's license outside of our agency, and they're looking to take anyone that has that within the county and law enforcement to be able to sort of build a drone team. It's going to work towards searching for missing people, accident scenes and reconstruction, down the line potentially even going to critical incidents to be able to utilize them for a number of different things, crime scene mapping, all of the rest. So I'm happy that we're going to be a part of this and that Detective Munger actually had that license, because now this is going to give us somebody in-house that is going to be able to call a team out if we need them to do these things. So that's pretty awesome. Sergeant Party and Officer Breslin are attending crisis intervention training on November 13th through the 17th. And this is part of a grant application. I believe I spoke about this many meetings ago. With Schenectady PD as the lead agency, Schenectady County Sheriff's and our department were sort of secondary, but we were on the grant. This training is going to be funded through these grant monies. I forget who specifically there were or who they're through. Jen Eslick from Northern Rivers assisted in writing this grant application for all of us. The crisis intervention team, for those of you who don't know, it's going to be an advanced level training for resources and de-escalation. So these officers will have the ability to, if we have an incident in town, they're going to sort of jump that call ahead of just the average officer to go de-escalate and hopefully get those resources they're connected with to help our residents in whenever they're in crisis. So it's something we're going to roll out countywide. We're hoping to go more officers trained in as well, sort of moving towards the future. Officer Wyman will be attending firearms instructor school November 6th through the 17th, and it's hosted by Zone 5 with Officer Pravada instructing on it. This is important from a number of levels. Josh, his father, was one of Bloodline, was one of our main run instructors for decades, and it's sort of in his blood. And we've been trying to get him to be an instructor. Unfortunately, IDC school, that is a prereq, was needed, and timing and lining those things up. But here we are, we finally got there, and I'm excited for Josh to get into this program because, like I said, his father was excellent, and Josh is going to be just as good, if not better. So we're excited for that. Sergeants Party and Henry will be attending SFST instructor school November 21st and the 27th through 29th. They're trying to get more standard field sobriety testing instructors, particularly at the sergeant level, so that we can do more in-service instructing for our officers on standard field sobriety testing training. Citizen correspondence, I didn't have any ongoing or new. I don't know if anybody had anything on that at all. Oh. Town events, Coffee with a Cop, again, the senior center. I'm there the third Tuesday of the month. Great time with all my folks down there. Target Coffee with a Cop, there was a change. It's not going to be on the agenda. It says November 16th. It's actually going to be the 17th from 12 to 2. Either Sergeant Relation or someone else will be attending and setting that up. So please come see us at that. Another related addition, I'm just mentioning it, I don't have the date yet, but we're in preliminary discussions for another holiday parade with District 1. More details to come on that. Would be our third annual, right, that we've done. So look for more details to come on that. Didn't get anything from the town clerk. Didn't receive anything from the judges or the fire departments. So,
Yes, the judges, I've got it for mine, but they're gonna have a court clerk.
court clerk appointment? The school district, bus patrol, we had a rollout meeting the other day and we're continuing to work on the implementation to install the equipment and work on the back end with everything. Sergeant Relation has, now that he's assigned to the Traffic and Community Engagement Division, has been sitting on these meetings and he's gonna be taking over this project here shortly and we're excited to get this up and running. Personnel, we continue to evaluate resumes for potential lateral police officer transfers, and we are canvassing the current civil service list for potential new hires. I did receive notice today from Schenectady County Civil Service that, and I don't know how this is possible, but they already received back the test that was taken in September, which is a historic piece for them to get that back. The problem is that the current list cannot be expired until December 21st or 22nd. The academy starts very quickly in January. So we are currently processing 2 candidates off of this current list, not the new one that has been certified. And we're in discussions on if we were to want to hire somebody off the current list, what we would have to do, because they are going to let it expire in December. And I was speaking with Barbara, there are options to be able to do that if we want to, so that we're not wasting the candidate's time and resources of the police department if we can't hire them. So. We are also currently processing and doing a background on a part-time dog control officer position. We have a town resident that is willing to do this and has put in for it.
Okay.
They have previous experience with the SPCA. And so far, everything is checking out. I don't want to give the name out until we get a little bit further because we have more things to do, but so far so good. And then lastly, under personnel, the permanent appointment of Deputy Chief Twitty. Deputy Chief Twitty has successfully completed this probationary period and we're looking to permanently appoint him. Can't say enough good things about him. He has completely given balance to me and is doing an excellent job as I knew he would and we all would. So I'm very proud of him and I'm excited to permanently appoint him. Under other, our community survey is out there. Please, 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 if you're listening to this, take our community survey. I believe I spoke with our analysts the other day. So far, I think we have 60 responses, which is not enough. We need more. So we're going to continue to push that out the best we can and hopefully get some more feedback on that. I was going to send another email out with it attached probably in the next week or so. So
It's a June.
also under other, I still have the tentative conversation regarding no parking on Plum Street where the new sidewalks are. I have not had an opportunity to get together with Ray Smith and Chief Langenfelter. We've done my list of things to do though in the upcoming week or so. The only other thing I wanted to mention that we didn't mention are town events. When is the Veterans Memorial Day?
Thursday.
Thursday?
the 9th, yeah, so next Thursday,
What time is it at?
11 o'clock,
And that's out front.
yes. That's good.
Under resolutions, we've spoken about everything. The only other one that I did not speak about was we have to do a resolution to amend resolution 2023-180. This was for the outfitting of the vehicle. The vendor that we use changed business names. So we just need to amend it to the new, if that's no.
It's done. So it has to be one.
It's on there. Or it should, oh, I'm sorry. I have it on mine. I did not put it on the resolution. Yes, I apologize. It's printed on mine, it's not printed on yours. So. The end of appointment of a dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Does anyone have?
Other than if you can, I'm gonna be doing a like small. December calendar, like to go out to everybody for like the holiday stuff. When you do get a date,
Yes.
send it to me so that I can get it all together.
Sure.
I think we have a tentative December 9th date, do you know the parade?
This was. This one done sending me. Updated.
Tentative.
Tentative. Okay, with that, do I have a motion to adjourn? Do I have a second? All those in favor? Any opposed? Our next meeting will be December 7th at 3:30. We'll look to see you there.
Thank you.